I'd describe my mom as very kind, caring, loving. Like I say, she's always there, not only for me, but for other people too.
My mom was a really wonderful woman. She loved her Savior quite a bit, and throughout her entire life, I think she spent her life sharing her love of her Savior with everyone she met.
I think, that the biggest thing is how she wanted to make regular days special, and she wanted to make those events important to us.
Loving, caring, neat, very neat.
Loving. I love you. Supportive. That's a phrase she would use.
She dresses up like Anna.
She dresses up like Anna?
She has a princess too.
Helper, giver, someone who's loving.
The only thing she had trouble with was our names. Some kids get middle named, but we didn't get middle named because she couldn't get that far. She would call us, but she would put the first syllable of everybody else's name in front of yours. So when she would call me, she would start with my brother Peter, then my brother Paul, then my sister Carla, and then myself. So instead of hearing Sarah, I heard Pipaka Sarah, and my sister heard Pipaka Carla, and unfortunately we knew who she was calling and we had to go, what?
Yes, she had to jump in with her clothes on.
Yes, and she had to save him.
I thought it was way back.
She had to save Deuce because he was drowning when
I didn't have. And she jumped in with her clothes on.
There's lots of memories that stick with me about my mom. She made it a priority to be at every sporting event, every concert, anything that we were involved in, and if there was a physical possibility for her to be there, she would be there. And I think what's crazy impressive about that is it's not like there was just one of us, but there were 6 of us, and she did that for all 6 of us. Without fail, she'd be at a track meet yelling for you. She'd be there with flowers after a musical, just constantly going out of her way to be there for us kids. And that sticks with you throughout the rest of your life. You know, even now that she's gone, that still sticks with me, that in some small way she's watching out for me, clapping and yelling my name at the end of races up in heaven.
So oddly, my mom was not there when I was young. So her and my dad got divorced when I was very small, and probably about Deuce's age, so like first grade-ish, I believe. And she left, and so we were raised by my dad. And so to have her be such a huge part of our lives now, especially with my kids, is amazing for us. So.
Growing up and having a disability, she's had to do a lot. Just because I need extra help with things as a kid, she had to be my advocate. And, you know, even now as an adult, there's still, you know, need rides here, need rides there, that, you know, she's always there for me to lean on. You know, have a problem, mom's there for you.
Sometimes she hosts a bake restaurant.
She doesn't care if she gets hurt or injured. Her number one priority is taking care of us.
So she has a way of still being our mom, even when we're not in the same home. So that's probably the biggest deal. And you know, sometimes it's hard because you want to act like you're grown up, but you know you still need your mom. Yeah.
She was always very positive, and I think that support thing that I mentioned earlier about her always being there for things as an adult, it was more of you would go to her with something you wanted to complain about, and she was terrible to complain about things too, because she would flip it around and make it a positive.
Well, this is what I always tell moms with daughters. And this is true of my mom and myself too. I say, you know, when they're young, you're really smart. And then they hit 13 and 14 and you're not so smart anymore. And pretty soon you know absolutely nothing. And then they get married and you know a little more. And they get pregnant with their first child and you know a lot more. And then they have their first baby and you're way back up on the top because they really need your help. And then you kind of settle back down, but you never go down as low as you started.
If God hadn't put my mom in my life, I can guarantee you I wouldn't be where I am today.
sorry that you had to put up with 2 boys. I think that's a big thing that I want to say to Mom. You survived. Congratulations. We didn't suck the life out of you too much. And of course, we love you, and I love you. And hey, at least I brought some more women into your life, a beautiful wife and some girls, some daughters, and hope that we can be as good of parents as they were to us.
We are blessed to have her as our mom.
I'm really thankful for my mom in my life, watching her be a grandma to my kids, watching her take my wife under her wing like her own daughter, all the support, all the love, and the gift of faith that she instilled in me and then through my family.
I appreciate her more than she will ever know. I mean, I tell her a lot, but I can't even explain how much she helps us and how much we love her and appreciate her for that, our whole family.
That I really love you and I appreciate everything that you've done for me throughout my life.
I just want to tell her that she is super nice and that I'm happy that she's my mom.
Happy Mother's Day.